We're in, baby. Hello. I've been trying to, so I'm 5 minutes late. I was trying to set up a better audio, and I think I'll get there maybe tomorrow or the next time because I know the audio on these has not been very good. But thanks for bearing with me. So first, let's see how far we've come. So yesterday we just had the purple, and then the evening after I came home. Spent a couple hours doing this. So I'm gonna do some drop shadow on it. But after I do the portrait that will be in the middle, I'm going to choose a reference photo now and start from there. But here's the thing, I just got some new teas. I'm so excited to try. So it's got rooibos, cinnamon, lemon, balm, and cardamom. Yum. Any rooibos tea, I'm in. I usually love it with a bit of milk and honey, but we're skinny now, so we're not doing that anymore. So let me just get a cup of tea, and I'll see you in a sec. Here, water's hot. I've not really thought about what we're going to talk about today because it's just been one of those days, and it's been one of those weeks. I've had quite a hard week, to be honest. In a way that so much was going on, and I was just overwhelmed a bit, but I'm a lot better now. And I think I just needed to rest. I don't allow myself to rest that much. My way of resting is being nervous about resting, you know? I lay down and I'm like, what is the next thing I can do? What am I gonna journal on? So yeah, I think that's what that's what doesn't allow me to enjoy life in general, because I'm just so preoccupied with being productive and being busy and doing certain things. Let's check this. It is live. We are live. Thank you, friends. Journal on. Cool. Thank you. It's working. Just wanted to see if anyone's in the chat, but no one's here right now, so. YouTube is not responding? What the hell, guy? It's not receiving the video. Dude, come on. Should be fine. Anyway, I'm gonna start painting, so let's find reference photos. He barely has any photos of himself out there. So low key, so mysterious. So that means I've already looked at these photos multiple times. Oh, he's so cute. Sorry, Aesop. I know you probably don't want to think you're cute. He's such a phenomenal artist. I love this one so much. I love the camo. Let's see if that's gonna be. It's not gonna be very good for the portrait that I want. I want something with like high contrast on the face. I think I've definitely drawn this one. I've painted this one before. I love it. Yeah, there is a bit of, enough contrast in the face. It could be better. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with this one. save it to photos. I wanted to sing you a song because I wanted to play music and then I've just been outside with my cat friends. Whoa. Look at us. She's so handsome. I mean, the cat. I look cute too, though. I've been looking cute lately. I don't know if it's the gym. Or is it just lipstick? Who knows? My guy. So let's go. This is so exciting. So I'm gonna put a layer of like maybe I don't know if it's gonna be white exactly, but we'll do a layer first. Can you see well? Hey, Lemon. Representing Avenue Skateboards. Yeah, man. Also Wonder Horse, my favorite band. Hell yeah, dude. Love you guys. Maybe this is further out. Ooh. That's better. You can see my face, and you can see the thing, and I can see Mr. Aesop here. So we can indeed start with like a light brown, I think. And a bit of the white, and we're gonna cover it up. This kind of like a middle. And let's also think about how we're gonna put it onto the canvas. Pencil from probably 20 years ago. Let's take it slightly more modern one. I'm always worried with the old ones that they're not gonna be able to be taken off, you know. So the lyrics here are from one of my favorite Aesop songs called Kodokushi. I think Kodokushi is let's read it because I know it's actually a touchy thing. Kodokushi meaning lonely death, referring to a person who dies alone and is not discovered for an extended period. Yeah, so depression, sort of a depressive subject. But that album that song is from is such a, to me, is a symbol and a testimony and a kind of manifesto for me personally, how I see it. I'm not saying that was his intention, but as I'm gonna do this no matter who's with me, kind of thing. I'm going to go into that depth even if I'm alone in it. And I really, 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 really relate to that. I have sacrificed a lot of stuff and I'm willing to sacrifice more in order to go to the core of who I am and what life is for me and for, you know, for our species, and me is a part of that species. And I'm quite proud of that. You know, some people won't understand that. Like, I prioritize connection to truth than connection to people. If people are not willing to be in truth, then it doesn't really work for me. I'm not saying like I'm not that harsh, but that I cut people off for that. But it's just I prioritize relationships and things and experiences that will get me closer to truth, no matter what it kind of costs me in my social circle. Um, and I feel like Aesop is like that about his art because he doesn't tour, for example. And I think, God, my mic. Look at him. You probably can't see it. He's a bit flat at the top. Anyway, um, he's willing to lose things so that he can maintain his truth and keep delving deeper into it. And I think that Kodokushi expression is a sign of that, is a testament to that. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go with the painting. I want to sing you a song. While mixing the color, do that. I would love to listen to music while we're live, but I obviously can't because of copyright. So, gonna sing a song by my favorite artist, you know, like a female singer songwriter. Her name is Ama. She used to go by Amalu. And this song is from hopefully her upcoming album. She hasn't announced it yet, but I know she has more songs in. Um, and it's called My Girl. It's the first single, I reckon. She has, as I said, she hasn't she hasn't said anything about it. But everyone's like, "Come on, girl, we need you right now." She's exceptional. She's only got one album out and I think a few EPs. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3. Please forgive me. And one exceptional album from I think it's 2023. Anyway, the song goes like this. I ain't the same. Did I fall off? The things I chase, I seem corrupt. I hope that I see that I'm enough. I can't compete with who I was, but I'm still the one. It's no surprise at all that you'd expect me to buy, but no, sir. This ain't what you want. So leave me behind, cause I'm a different type of girl that inside and I achieve things. My real life man, so much pretense. If I know I'm best, why can't I feel it? Something ain't right. Oh no, she low-key fine, my girl that inside she achieve things. She's just a defense. Got one project in, now she's tweaking. I'm sure she's fine. Now honestly, I think I'm stuck on who I want to be when it's all said and done. And I'm ashamed of what was. I'm scared you learn the things I'm running from. Want to escape and it's on tonight. I heard you wanna get it poppin' right, alright. I bet you get this all the time. I think you may be right. Cause I'm a different type of girl that inside I achieve things. My real life mask with so much pretense. If I know I'm blessed, why can't I feel it? Something ain't right. Well, no, she low-key fine, my girl. Dead inside, but she achieved things. Yum, yum, yum. I don't even know that what that was. So I crash out again to remember. At least you now know what I'm on. So please hold my hand, cause I just want to escape, so it's on tonight. I heard you wanna get it poppin' right, alright. I bet you get this all the time. Told you I was shy. Sorry, whoa. Oh my god, that's a new level. Okay. The man's literally got like 5 photos. I think this might be a better one, especially for the color combo we're getting. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one, guys. And, I really want to listen to some music right now. So I'm gonna keep singing, if you don't mind. And Car Parts is a song that was in my head, again by Ama. It goes like, staring at the brake lights. I haven't sang in ages properly, so I'm a bit rusty. Didn't realize it was midnight. Maybe it's the way I don't dismiss great intent. Can't really be home soon. Meetings on the west side. There's how my project's coming along. So convinced I don't want anyone to know. Being in the skies will take me down places, high stakes, guys. All I was asking for, back for a pedicure. Time's breezy, remind me of the basics. Rather when my back report knows what I was searching for. Finally had my chance to feel it, say it out loud. Next time you right back, think that you cut out. So convinced I don't want anyone to know. But being in disguise will shake out. Anyone to notice, please. Sign it for the paper round. I'm sad that you waited. Anyone could know by now. Oh, it's not a done deal. I don't wanna die in it. You hate me, that's fine. I don't ask you about my feelings. My angels wanna bite you. Ain't nothing but some cynics. Yeah. Oh, I had the best time I love before we finish. Say the legend never cries. How was they supposed to fit in? You know I'd rather stay inside. Won't you give me just a minute? Oh, oh, when before I do forget, I remember to listen, try not to mention any other stage. Just would it be fine? I was in the line. Saw you walking out the downtown apartment, driving with no caution. Goosebumps for your bathroom. I know where you started. It doesn't really matter, 'cause I can always spot you. Part of all my family, part of the same running. You did it, and why you acting different? You're not, but you know you're aiming for that one spot. You act like you didn't know. When they found your grandphone, I sat praying alone. And all the details and we fail. Anyone to notice, please. I signed for your paper round. I'm sad that you waited. Anyone could come by now. Oh, and that was some deal. I don't wanna die in it. You hate me, that's fine. I don't ask you about my feelings. My angels wanna bite you with nothing but some cynics. Yeah. Oh, I had the best time I had before we finished. Say a legend never cries. How was they supposed to fit in? You know I'd rather stay inside. Won't you give me just a minute? Okay, now proportion is so important. I don't want to F it up. First, let's try the tea. Smell 10 out of 10. Because it's sweet, but it also has a subtlety. Like a freshness. It's probably the lemon balm. Taste 10 out of 10. I'm easily impressed by tea. Mm. You know, but just a tea that's actually a tea, and it's not. You know, there's fucking tears to this thing. But yes, it's a great tea. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm glad I bought it. So I'm kind of shaping him onto the canvas right now, but I want to keep this lettering. I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do it. Whether I'll put like little rips of, yeah, put a bit of tape in just a couple of spots. So if, yeah, I think that looks so cool, or it'll look horrible. Let's see. I'm feeling very self-sufficient. I'm feeling very self-reliant. And I think a lot of it comes from, you know, getting back to doing this. And it's so funny that the more I feel that way, the more I actually want to see other people. But I think I'm more of a flight, you know, person rather than fight. And I've just spent my life running away from things. And now that I'm happy to face myself, I'm feel more comfortable with others, you know, and is actually bringing me great joy to connect with people because I realize I may have not been the best friend that I've ever been, that you know people would like in their life. And I'm not saying I'm bad, you know. People have given me compliments about my type of how how like what type of friend I am, but it's not even about other people. It's about me. It's about my own standards. That's what I'm trying to say. And according to my standards, I've not been a good friend, and I really want to be, because what is life if it's not relationships? If it's not the people that are close to you, the people that you love and cherish, and what is it? You know. In the beginning of this live, I was talking about how I would sacrifice relationships in order to get to the truth. Um, but I'm very lucky to have people around me that actually do want the truth. In one way or another, you know. Okay, so we kind of have a shape. We have a slight shape here. Maybe it's a bit wider. So yeah, I'm very excited about this part of my life of not being a recluse anymore. I'm not saying I'll be 100% non-recluse, but because I find solace very fruitful. It's not just about comfort, you know. People that are got trauma, they find comfort in loneliness. People that are inauthentic, um, they tend to want to be alone more because they don't have to get reminded. Other people create a mirror, right, and they remind you of the things that you're suppressing. But I'm feeling a bit more positive and ready to actually. Whoa, we got the big brush, bro. Get this fucking. Whoa, starting to put it on. I'm gonna put it on you, girl. What's love? Got to do anything. It's chaos. You can't really see anything, so I'm not gonna show you. It feels a bit like chaos to me. This color is really not good. We're gonna work it out, right? Let's think of another song we can. I have another Amazon. Maybe that's enough here. And the song is Patience. One of my faves. One of my faves to sing for sure. I've actually practiced singing this one a lot more, so let's give it a go. Confess, please, 'cause I did nothing wrong. Here with my past and completed the task and then made it a habit. I need new beats, 'cause I hear the same songs. Was ready to cash in on all of the sadness back when it was happening. Was another time gone? Seems so silly. What will it take you to forgive me? I feel weighted down now, and I'm in a state of sorrow. Just hold on until tomorrow. But you ever figure it out, it out, it out. Still be patient. What you know about patience? It doesn't mean waiting. Waited, somebody say that. Those two things ain't the same. Yeah. I'm so ready, but did I do something wrong? 'Cause I still feel the shadows, and I made to dazzle. Or will they see how much I've grown? No. I never wanted someone to save me from those deep waters I waded. How could I be doubtful when I spent all these hours on all that I now know? And now that time gone may seem so silly. What will it take to forgive me? I feel so weighted down now, and I'm in a state of sorrow. But just hold on till tomorrow. Was supposed to figure this out, but they bless me now. The more that you forgive me, the less that I will take. Lord, if you get in this house, you kill me for my sakes, and I'm not sick of trying, but will it ever end? I feel so much better if I never felt again. The torment, it don't stop. And guess what, since you reached the top, I'll keep on looking like I'd rather not. Like this work is a little bit proud of. You know me, I'll always beg to differ. Your right path won't ever miss you. You were supposed to figure this out, and I'm telling now. Now time go may seem so silly. What would it take to forgive me? I'm now, and I'm in a state of sorrow. Just hold on till tomorrow. Supposed to figure this out, I'm telling you now. Still be patient. I'll try on this patient. I'm just smoking. It's no good. That's a secret. You can't tell anybody. Tell nobody. So, okay. Oh my God. Who that? Who is he? We're gonna find out. I see mistakes, but it's fine. Let's do another color now. Firstly, let's do this thing. I want to leave it a bit ripped. That, yeah. So it's got like a nice ridge and it's uneven. I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna show you. And we'll do it on this side of his body, so here. Yeah, actually the rigidness. Okay, let's see. Okay. This might turn out really bad. Are we gonna risk it, gang? So my idea is to have this kind of block. Like a mosaic kind of thing. Let's start and let's see what happens. So I'm gonna use a bit of this for the layer of the jacket. Maybe mix it with a bit of brown and well, let's see. She's got paint out. She's got the paint out. Let's do a big one again. I feel lazy today. I'm feeling super lazy. I like it. Like what? I just live my life. Yeah. Can I be a bit lazy today? Sunday? Not really. The thing is, I have so much to do that I can't really afford a lazy Sunday. So, but I'm gonna do it. And you know why? Because I should have had one last weekend, but I kind of stopped myself. I was being overproductive. And it backfired. I fucked it up. I fucked it. So I've been trying to catch up all week with my rest. And I haven't really been able to. I still feel stressed about rest. Isn't that insane? Isn't that just so poo-poo? Okay, jacket time. I don't know about this fucking thing that I'm gonna do. I don't know. Let's start with the left side. And then, oh, that's such a good color. Even though it's still kind of not mixed fully, but I like that. So we're gonna go here. Anyone here? Oh my God, you guys. You must be having a fun time. Hope you are. Okay. Now the time gone may seem so silly. Oh my God, she's already the mistake and a mistake, a mistake, a mistake. It's fine. I'm just a human being. And it's going to be fine. I want to do him justice, you know? This man has done so much for me. And I know it's so weird to hear that, probably, as an artist, because usually the the desire to do the art is like, it's not for other people. You do it because you kind of can't help it. It doesn't, you can't really do anything else. At least that's how I feel. Like I have no choice. Otherwise I will collapse. Somehow that's how it feels like. But I also think a lot of it comes from trauma. And with me especially, dude, when I was younger and I would watch MTV and stuff, um, to me, the people on the screen were so big. And the way that I admired them, I was like, I wish someone, this all was happening subconsciously. I would be like, I wish someone would love me the way that I love fucking Christina was my favorite. I had others, but Christina, then it was Avril actually. But before I ever came about, I was into Christina and JT. Fucking Justified is still a bop, man. That album is so good. Okay, wait. Massive concentration. So, the way I was looking at those artists on MTV, keep in mind I'm in Eastern Europe, right? Where we're so far away from these things and it's such a. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Anyway, it's definitely a Payton t shirt. She's fucked anyway. I have such a beef with heat presses for band merch, especially if it costs like more than $20. Like if it costs £20, if it's a 20, then okay. But if you're £30 upwards for a t-shirt and it's not screen printed, or the fabric, like I've washed this t-shirt probably not more than 10 times because of this. I've been so aware that this was going to start ripping apart. And you can't really tell probably from there, but this was probably the last time that it could have been worn outside. And it was. But, it was a bit colder than just t-shirt weather. Anyway, I have beef with that. I have the beef. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to leave the lettering for the t-shirt. So I'm not going to, oh, you get me? You get me, I know. I'm going to show you in a second. I really like this blue color. He's in his ugly phase. Don't judge him, okay? Let's sing another song. Let's see. Or choose a song. Okay, let's mute so I can watch the lyrics, because I forget. Okay, it's fucking Killing Me Softly. Lol. Away. Strumming my pain with his finger, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, selling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. This is Wyclef. Press row. shit. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while, for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers. I'm thinking, like, do you guys care if I sing? If it's not that good, you know? Probably don't. My best friend used to say that sometimes I just can't help but sing. And I would always kind of apologize about it before, but he would always be like, why are you apologizing when you're contributing? He loved me so much, man. I miss him a lot. And I love him too, and I think about him. Not so much lately. I get these moments where I'm like, yo, I miss you, bro. His name was Dan Black Lodge. He was such a phenomenal human being. Everyone that came in touch with him had a very strong opinion about him. He was a strong figure, you know, polarizing figure. Kind of want to be like that. I want to be less afraid of hurting people. And not so much hurting people. I don't want to think about hurting people, but more so like whether people like me or not. It's really not my responsibility. It's not my task, as Alfred Adler would say. Adler in psychology, The Courage to be Disliked book. I think I mentioned it before. Highly, highly recommend. I think it would change your life, actually, profoundly, especially if you're in a victim mentality, especially if you think that life's got something against you and it's not fair or whatever. It's not. I promise you it's not. We still have a certain amount of choice in life, and we can keep claiming that, claiming it, reclaiming it in a way that one day we recognize it as our full expression, you know? Choice, volition, and free will, self-reliance, knowledge of self, you know, all these beautiful things that they don't just enrich our lives, but people forget, and I definitely forget, that every little thing I do is contributing to a better life, you know, everything I do with the intention of improving. And there's a thin line though that I really want to talk about. A lot of us want to improve because we think we suck. Oh no! Did I hit something there? Just hit something under the thing. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, I used to work out, for example, out of hatred for myself. Like, I hate this, I need it to change, so I'm gonna do this workout or whatever. Or this fasting, or this diet, whatever. Because I just didn't like myself enough. I didn't think I'm good enough to actually. I just didn't have the concept of self-love, self-esteem. I had it in a very false way. A lot of people will tell you that I am very confident. That's how most people perceive me. And that is true to a certain extent. I have a confidence in my inner world, in my inner life, but I never had a confidence in my outer kind of world, and how I present myself, who who I actually am, I guess. I think it's just like a depth to me that I've been so unable to meet in others. Um, I'm not saying it's their fault because sometimes it's not them, it's me. But and I think that always made me feel like, what if I'm the only one that has these feelings? Because that Kafka quote that he was so um, upset when he realized that everyone's out in the world wearing a mask and he's the only one that's going out with his real face. Dude, I feel you, Kafka. I feel you. Oh, feel you, bro. Hmm. So, something else we're gonna do, guys, is when I'm selling this painting, I plan to sell it, but I want to have like certificate of authenticity, and this is going to be it. And I'm wondering how, why. This is a blank. I'm going to put a bit of the colors that I'm using on the painting onto this, and then put that on a piece of like a carton, um, like a cardboard or something, and then that would be the certificate of authenticity. No. Let's continue. Ooh, I love this brush. She's hot. She's so hot. I love these kind of this shape. Yum. Let's continue with his face. Oh, the water is all blue. Should change the water. The water be blue. Oh my god, my favorite song, my first favorite song in life was Blue by Eiffel 65. What did you say? It's not funny, it's sad. It's not sad. It's fine. It's fine. Then it was Barbie Girl. And then I turned like then I found my dark self kind of my rebellious self, let's put it. It's really not a dark self, it was just perceived as dark by society and something rebellious, so against the norm. Oh my god. It's like, what? I just didn't want to conform. Is that so bad? How is that so bad? Oh, this color is good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's, I think it's the brush is making it flow so nicely. I love this brush. As I already said. I was talking about my friend Dan though. I want to give him a bit more time. Dan was very particular about things. He had really thought about things. And I was reading some article recently, or I don't remember what it was. It might have been just an Instagram post, but this girl was saying how to be cool is actually to just be picky, to have taste, to, and that's not just about clothes or music or art. It's about everything. It's about the way you do everything. Everything. If you care enough about yourself, um, you care about what you focus on and what you give your attention to. And I think that's what makes people cool. That they care. Caring is what makes people cool. I care about, he was so particular about what kind of tobacco he would buy, what kind of papers, what kind of beer. He didn't drink beer, cider or wine. Oh, I miss him. I miss him. Ah, I did my exercises today. I'm gonna go out after your friend uh, and do more of my walking, and I'm gonna play some pool. which is one of my favorite activities ever, ever, ever. But yeah, that's the plan. Who is that guy? He looks like shit. Sorry, Aesop, I didn't mean that in that way. I meant as a am I doing this right kind of vibe. I'm going for the hat, guys. I'm going for the hat. Kind of skewed to one side. I'm really taking a lot of liberty here. I'm not being as calculating as I might need to be, but what I really want to perfect, and I've been inspired by a friend of mine who was inspired by Basquiat. Um, Obviously, I'm inspired by Basquiat as well. I love Basquiat. But we were talking about speed, and that speed is what made Basquiat stand out. It's his ability to just take the essence of the person and not think about it too much. Oh my god, someone's in. Thanks for watching. If you want to say something, comments are there. So yes, Basquiat and speed, that's what we're talking about. So I want to be a bit more light with my hand, you know. I think that would be better in the long run because it's not really. I have enough skill to do something, you know, decent. I'm not saying it's gonna be good, but it will be good in my eyes, kind of thing, you know. I'm not saying it will be a perfect, but I don't want to be I don't want to be a realistic artist. I'm way more into abstract. I enjoy, you know, Bacon to me is such an inspiration. Um, and I didn't get Francis Bacon before I went to see an exhibition on his life called Human Presence, on his art. I mean, that was in London last year around this time actually. Can't believe it's been a year. But as I was I cried loads at that exhibition. I usually cry when it's a good one, you know. Um, which is not very often, but sometimes when, especially when it's just like a singular kind of artist exhibition and it's not so much about um, showcasing the type of art or the competition between two artists, for example, um, you really get to see like the depth of the person, I think, in the artwork and how they represented themselves. And with Bacon, I can really tell that he loved the subjects that he painted so much. Is only a person who deeply and truly loves can skew things like that and make them still so beautiful, you know. Um, and only a very spiritually, I would say, deep or more so in tune with his own spirituality and his own mortality and his own limitations. Only a person like that can truly observe someone else in that way and turn it into art. So yeah, I cried shitless at that exhibition. And I think one of my favorite paintings ever is one of triptychs. I always fuck up that word. That he did. So anyway, here we are. It's looking bad. It's looking pretty bad. But we're gonna get there. So shape wise, I think we're good. I'm gonna do a bit of brown now, just so I can orient myself on the actual on the canvas. Oh, this brown is Yeah. It's not the best. She's seen better days. Now, let's pick up this brush. Or this brush. Let's go. These are the Da Vinci ones. Really love this one. I've not used it enough. But let's see. Let's have a little. I don't know who's watching, but I don't know if I should sing. Stop singing. That's how I started talking about down. Bestie. Okay. This is scary now. Because I might ruin everything. So I will sing. I'm gonna sing the Amalu song again. I ain't the same. Did I fall on the things I chase? I seem corrupt. I hope that I see that I'm enough. I can't compete with who I was. But I'm still the one. It's no surprise at all that you would expect me to bite, but no, sir. This ain't what you want. So leave me behind, 'cause I'm a different type of girl. Dead inside, but I achieve things. My real life matters, but so much pretense. If I know I'm blessed, what can I feel it? Something ain't right. Oh no, she low-key fine, my girl. This is looking so amateur right now. But we're gonna make it work, you know? It's in the details, it's in the time that you spend, it's in the focus. It's in trying to understand something and someone. And I've spent a lot of time listening to this artist and admiring him and just not even trying to understand his songs. Because if you know, you know, he's very hard to. Sometimes you listen to a song for years and you don't realize what it's about until all these years later, you know? So, crucial moment. Sorry. So the beard needs to go this way. This is so scary, so scary, so scary. Hey, whoever's here, say something. If you want. You don't have to. As I was saying, I'm feeling quite enough by myself lately. And ironically, that's making me want to connect more to others, spend more time with others, and stop neglecting the most precious thing in life, human connection. It is the best. It is the most valuable thing. It is the thing that makes us the richest. It is the real treasure of life, you know? So, ironically, the better I feel about myself, the better I feel with others, you know? I don't need them, but I want them in my life. I want the people that I love to be around me. I want to see them flourish. I want to see them grow. I want to share memories, you know? There's a thing that I think about a lot about how one day you and your closest people, hopefully, you don't have to tell each other the stories, you know, about what's happening in their lives because you'll be doing it together. You won't have to tell the story because you will have lived the story together. There's no need to retell anything because it's happening to you, you know? And you're both, guess I'm talking more about romantic. So nervous, so nervous. About romantic relationships, you know? but also friendships and, sisterhood, brotherhood, that feeling of camaraderie, the feeling of you belong somewhere, you belong with someone else, you belong with other people. I was talking to my friend last night. He's currently feeling like he doesn't belong anywhere. And I know the feeling so well. And it's taken me a long time to, because I can vocally say I belong to women. I belong to Bulgarian women. I belong to artists. I belong to white people. I belong to curly people, I can say it, but the feeling is very different. And what I'm realizing through the help of books, but most importantly, as I was saying earlier, the courage to be disliked and Adlerian psychology, is that my joy is from contributing to other people. My fulfillment in life is from acting with integrity and with accordance to what I think is valuable, making things that are beautiful for me, as in to me. So scary. Okay. He's looking pretty scary. I don't want to show him to you. You kind of see him. Who is it? Who is it? I wanted to go out soon, but see if my friend replied because it's really sunny. I can show you outside. Let me show you outside. It's nice, right? So sunny, so autumn. So we just wanted to spend a bit more time out there and see what's up. Okay. Aesop. So my favorite Aesop album, I think Skeleton, but also Garbology. I really love Garbology. It was just, there's something about it that's so, I think it went really far in the way it expressed in the way it expressed its sentiment. Okay. Yeah, he's got a new album out. He dropped it as a surprise. It's called I Heard Things Are a Mess There Too. You know? What a guy. He heard and he said something about it. Okay. I might go soon because it's been like an hour now and I want to continue this with some music on, really focus, and then tomorrow I'll come back at like 7 p.m. my time, which I will schedule it now so you'll be able to see what time I'll be live, and I might finish this tomorrow. We'll see how much time I put into it today. But that would be nice if I'm able to finish it tomorrow, and then I can start on. I have these smaller canvases. I really like the 3D kind of thing. But these are 30 by 30, so I want to do a few of these after I finish this big one. So let's see where we're at. Aesop Rock, the dude of dudes. So we're in the ugly phase. So don't judge him by my lack of flair. But I will compensate for the lack of flair with my focus and consistency and effort, and I will, this marble will be taken care of, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna see what my friends are saying about going outside because it's really nice, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to do like 5 lives a week. I don't know. You probably don't care about that right now, but I want to do more lives. I want to engage with people more and really find out what who I'm here for and how how I can contribute to to you guys and with the talents that I already have and how to, you know, just how to make this better for all of us because we're in dire circumstances right now. It feels like it's so scary in so many ways. Yet I want to remind you that we have the power because people can only put pressure on us to do certain things. They can put a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, our choices are our own. And the liberty and the freedom of that is bigger than anything else, you know. Your heart is not as breakable as you think. Why does it keep living on even after heartbreak, even after hardships? Sometimes it feels like a cruel joke. I know, it's like I know. But our capacity to experience life is so big that we have to have these circumstances sometimes that show us how deep we can go and how much we can experience and how much we can love and how much we can hold on to what's true even if everything else around us is falling apart. And I hope you keep that today and into eternity, and you don't need other people to tell you what's true and what's right for you. I know I've made that mistake and I've lost so much. I've lost so much. But if I have myself and if I have the lesson about it from it, and if I have faith that what I want will come to me because I'm deserving, because I put the work in, then there's not much that can come in my way, you know. I think faith is such an underestimated virtue. And I think it's also incredibly necessary right now. And I think faith comes from, you know, I was reading this book, Alexandra Lowen's The Body and Depression, The Truth About Depression in the Body, or something like that. And he was saying that people that have depressive tendencies actually are lacking in faith, that the opposite to that depression is faith in something bigger, something higher. Because when we're depressed, we feel futile. We feel like nothing I can do can change this situation. Nothing I can do can change my circumstance. When, but when you believe in something bigger than you, like love or truth, it is actually, it can consume your lack of faith in yourself, you know? It can override it, and you don't have to be a victim to your opinion of yourself because, you know, not all of us grew up with loving parents and with good self-esteem. And this faith in this bigger thing, in love or in truth or in freedom, can uphold us to something that is actually reachable, even if we feel like we can't reach it right now. And this dissolves so much of the negative, um, so much of our negative experiences because we know that things are happening towards that thing. So if you lose love, if you lose freedom in some way, If truth seems far away, it's always because there's something in you that is rejecting it in some way and is trying to keep itself like safe, you know. Um, because love and truth and freedom are revealing. They open up things that we might not want to face, you know. And but when we are, I will call it servants, when we serve truth, when we serve love, and when we serve freedom and beauty, it becomes so much easier to kind of lower yourself and know this is a moment of me recalibrating to what love really is. I don't have to push love. I don't have to force love. I don't have to force beauty. It is an essence that I hold and that I will just focus on more, and that fruit will be inevitable. You know, the realization of love will be inevitable because you will just keep focusing on it, and you will just enjoy it more the more you focus on it, because as we were saying, it's not what we have but what we enjoy that constitutes our abundance. So our riches come from what we enjoy, from how much we love, you know. And sometimes love is very quiet, love is very stable, love is very still, and that doesn't mean that it's small. Love is soft, it's not overpowering. It is, yeah, just quiet and soft. And yeah, hopefully you remember that throughout your day. Thank you so much for whoever's tuned in. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, we'll be a lot closer. It'll be a lot more interesting tomorrow when we get back to this, because there'll be more potential for mistakes, you know, so it'll be more fun. But anyway, I really appreciate you. I'm going to just do a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna go out, have some fun, and you know, chill, rest of it. So I hope you do the same, or I just hope you're content with where you're at and know that every day counts, every small thing counts. So yeah, bye guys.